Good morning, Mosaic friends. I am so happy to be talking to you this morning. My name is Miss Ashley, and behind me, do you guys see? Can y'all say hi? I have my helpers. Joshy, can you wave? They are working on some very interesting crafts this morning. I don't really know what's happening, but it involves lots and lots of tools. So guys, over the past several weeks, we have been talking in our time together about the fruits of the Spirit. No, go away. We've been talking about the fact that God is so good. He is full of every good thing. And the Bible, God's true story, lists some of the good things that we are filled with. The more time we spend loving God, getting to know Him, and the Bible, God's true story, calls those the fruits of the Spirit. Things like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We've talked about all of them except one. Today we're going to be talking about self-control. This is our last time to be talking together about the fruits of the Spirit, and I have so enjoyed our time together. So what is self-control? Those are interesting words to put together, aren't they? Well, I have a story that helps explain it. In this story, there's a frog and there's a toad, and they call self-control willpower, which just kind of confuses it. So I'm going to change the words. If you guys can read, my little friends, you'll see the word willpower, but I'm changing it to self-control. So let's see what happens with Frog and Toad. This is the book, The Adventures of Frog and Toad. And it's not a Bible story, but I think God probably likes this story. It's a pretty funny and silly one. Okay, here we go. So this right here is Frog, and this right here is Toad, and they're best friends. Let's see what happens. Toad baked some cookies. These cookies smell very good, said Toad. He ate one. And they taste even better, he said. Toad ran to Frog's house. Frog, Frog, cried Toad. Taste these cookies that I have made. Frog ate one of the cookies. Oh, these are the best cookies I have ever eaten, said Frog. Let's see what happens. Frog and Toad ate many cookies, one after another. You know, Toad, said Frog with his mouth full. I think we should stop eating. We will soon be sick. You are right, said Toad. Let us eat one last cookie, and then we will stop. Frog and Toad ate one last cookie. There were many cookies left in the bowl. Frog, said Toad, let us eat one very last cookie, and then we will stop. Frog and Toad ate one very last cookie. Do you think they're really done? Let's see. We must stop eating, cried Toad as he ate another. Yes, said Frog, reaching for a cookie. We need self-control. What is self-control? Asked Toad. Self-control is trying hard not to do something you really want to do, said Frog. You mean like trying not to eat all these cookies? Asked Toad. Right, said Frog. I bet they're done now, don't you think? Frog put the cookies in a box. There, he said. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog tied some string around the box. There, he said. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Oh dear. Frog got on a ladder. He put the box up on a high shelf. There, said Frog. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can climb the ladder and take the box down from the shelf and cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That's true, said Frog. Frog climbed the ladder and took the box down from the shelf. He cut the string and opened the box. Oh no. Frog took the box outside. He shouted in a loud voice, "Hey birds, here are cookies." Birds came from everywhere. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. Now we have no more cookies to eat, said Toad sadly. Not even one. Yes, said Frog, but we have lots and lots of self-control. You may keep it all, Frog, said Toad. I'm going home now to bake a cake. Are Frog and Toad so silly? So silly. So self-control in that story was about, they talked about it like maybe working really hard to not do something that you really want to do but probably shouldn't, like eating all the cookies. But it can also be working really hard to do the right things, to clean your room, to obey your mommy and daddy. Self-control is a part of that. And you can have self-control so much. You guys are so amazing. And I know I've seen in so many of you that the fruits of the Spirit we've been talking about, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, all those things are alive and well in all of you, my sweet Mosaic friends. God is doing beautiful work in your hearts. So our final verse, this time about self-control, and in the Bible, God's true story, it tells us, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. God loves your spirits. God loves you, and I love you so much. I have loved my time with you, and I am going to be praying for you guys forever and ever. I love you all so much.